Like I said, some of our upcountry customers, the cost of getting my power to them, some of them we put a meter. Man, it's just one bulb and he charges his katululu every 3 days. It didn't even register on the meter. As in me keeping the meter alive is costing me money, and what he's spending is not even perceptible on the meter. So if you load a token for 500 bob, you can keep it for 6 months.
There's a side of electricity in Kenya most people never see until it hits them hard. Imagine being quoted over 1 million Kenyan shillings just to get connected, or paying 10,000 Kenyan shillings every month for just lights and a few devices, or even worse, having power but the system itself doesn't make economic sense.
With a client of mine over the weekend, and he told me that he has a small factory where he makes juice and water, and a month he says he pays 2.5 million in power.
What?
2.5 million. And small factory, small, makes water, distilled water and juice. He says, he's about to close, and people will close because you can't afford 2.4 million power
every month.
Every month. But even in my house, I pay 250,000. It's crazy.
How much do you pay?
250,000
a month.
Yes, I don't have a factory there in my house. So power is expensive in this country, and it's not. And I think basically it's the way they calculate. There's no system. I think they can inflate, they can deflate. They can raise up, they can raise down. I think they need to do a proper investigation on how even peeling is done for power in Kenya.
I've just gone through real examples, and what's happening behind the scenes will change how you think about electricity forever. Let's start with the bigger picture. There's a clip explaining why Kenya Power and Lighting Company struggles to supply electricity in rural areas.
Some of our upcountry customers, the cost of getting my power to them, some of them we put a meter. Man, it's just one bulb and he charges his katululu every 3 days. It didn't even register on the meter. As in me keeping the meter alive is costing me money, and what he's spending is not even perceptible on the meter. So if you load a token for 500 bob, you can keep it for 6 months.
The truth is simple but uncomfortable. It costs a lot to bring power to remote areas, but the people there use very little electricity. That mismatch is where everything starts to break down. Think about what it takes to connect just one rural home. Power lines stretched over long distances. Poles, transformers, technicians, maintenance, all of that investment just for one household. Now here's the problem. That household might only use one bulb, occasional phone charging. Sometimes a single token lasts months. So from a business perspective, the cost of serving that customer is high, but the revenue coming back is almost zero. And this is where those shocking stories come in.
Humor me before you tell me about your own energy. How much do you pay in electric bills a month, plus minus?
When there is a low season, we pay 700 million per month to Kenya Power.
700 million shillings?
When it is low season. Otherwise, we pay 800 to 900 million Kenya shilling every month.
That's like $1 billion shillings?
Every month to Kenya Power. I must be the largest. They should give me the award, but I never got it. They are always at the doorstep too.
People being quoted by KPLC 800,000 Kenyan shillings, 1 million Kenyan shillings, or more just to get connected. Some well-to-do Kenyans are even paying over 2 million to KPLC for a transformer to be brought to where they have constructed their luxury mansion in a rural area. At first, it sounds crazy, but now you understand why. You're far from the grid. New infrastructure must be built just for you, and the system knows it may never recover that cost, so the burden gets pushed to you. Now let's talk about a real case. A Kenyan shared his experience, paying over 10,000 Kenyan shillings every month for a rural home. No factory, no heavy equipment, just basic usage. After years of frustration, he switched to solar. And what happened next? His electricity meter literally stopped moving. Units used? Zero. Bill? Zero. From 10,000 shillings a month to nothing. So let's put everything together. One person is being asked to pay a fortune just to connect. Another is paying high monthly bills for minimal usage. And the utility itself is struggling to make the numbers work. That's not just a small issue. That's a broken model for this kind of environment. And this is where most people are thinking about it the wrong way. They keep asking, when will the grid reach me? But the real question is, why am I depending on the grid at all? Because everything that makes grid electricity difficult in these situations is exactly why solar makes perfect sense. No expensive connection fees, no waiting for infrastructure, no unpredictable monthly bills. You install once and you generate your own power. Simple. So whether you're facing a 1 million shilling connection quote, paying high bills for low usage, or tired of unreliable electricity, there is another way, a smarter way. Install solar anywhere in Kenya, Nairobi, 07922 47397 or 0794 716 562. Kisumu, 07922 45589, info@powerafricasolar.com. Stop waiting for the grid to make sense. Start generating your own power.
Any other installations, reach out to us on info@powerafricasolar.com and the contact details below, and we'll get to your site. Thank you.
Guys would sometimes not read meters. I mean, a guy would just sit down and send readings and do whatnot, and that thing cost us a lot of heartache, because what would happen was the day he eventually gets around to reading the meter, or the day somebody else takes that bit and goes around and reads meters, what the system does, it autocorrects. So if you've been assuming Joy has been consuming to 2 units, then the day you come and you bring a reading and it shows actually, since the last time the meter was read until now, Joy has actually consumed 50 units. Oh, and we've only managed to bill for 18 so far. So these are that, it autocorrects like immediately. So your next bill, that's why you'll be saying, I've been getting bills of 10K. Then 1 month they get a bill of 70K. Where did this extra 60K come from?
Yes.
It's because now between the last time the meter was read and the next time the meter was read and what you've been billed in between, now it just autocorrects. It's like, oh, okay, so we've billed, we've received, but we haven't received to this extent. Now to you it comes as a shocker. Where did all this come from?